No need to search for different videos on PT Academic or PT core topics on which type of templates can still get you a 90 plus score in the 2025 year. So in this video, we'll cover all the modules that can still utilize templates and structure based responses to get you a top score. We won't leave anything behind. Everything included for both PT core and academic in just one video. So watch this video right till the end and let's start exploring the templates of 2025, the structures of 2025 for all the questions. Hey everyone, this is Anurag here from Edutrainex PTE. I hope you all are doing great. Whatever the exam make changes, the Pearson exam make changes to the PTE exam, our template, our structures do not change much because we think one step ahead of Pearson. And whatever templates and the structures that we give to you will continue for a longer duration of time. Do you know that why? Because we stick to the techniques, we stick to the basic skills rather than just trying to utilize the jugaad skills, which only work for a specific duration of time. So we'll be using some questions that are coming in the exam right now. If you do want to get access to all the latest repeated questions on all the different modules of PT core and academic exam, just join our YouTube priority membership. You will get access to not only the latest questions every month, you'll get also access to the spellings list and also early access to the videos that we publish on the YouTube, member exclusive videos. And if you are looking for paid assistance, do WhatsApp us. We do provide coaching, unlimited coaching at one single cost, every benefit given to you. Like and subscribe and let's start talking about what we are going to discuss today, which is these modules, which is covering both the PT core and the PT academic exam. The first one is describe image, which is part of both the exams. And you all know that there were some changes to the exam recently. We'll talk about it again. Retail lecture is only part of PT academic. We'll talk about it. Respond to situation, which is a core topic. Summarize written text, again topic appears in both the exams. Slightly different scoring criteria in both the exams. Essay is only academic topic. Email writing is only core topic. And finally summarize spoken text, which is happening in or coming in both the exams, but again slightly different scoring criteria and parameters there. So let's start talking about each of the templates because we promised you all the templates in this video. And we will also show you some demonstrations of when you use these kind of responses, what kind of scores you can get in the exam. Of course, these kind of templates that we are sharing with you has a promise, has a potential of getting you 79 plus scores, as we have shown you in the post section numerous number of times. In this week as well, we have 2 students who have scored 79 plus score in speaking, reading, multiple modules, one of them in every module. Okay, so you can do the same. Let's start talking about each of the questions in detail. The template that we use for describe image now is slightly simplified. I mean, why I say simplified? Because you have the independence to say the first part of the phrase and the later part of the sentence. You have to use your conclusions, your drawings, whatever you understand from the image. Mainly talk about trends, talk about features that you see in the image. Okay, now for difficult image, I did share a video very recently how you can break the image down using several techniques like divide and rule, and then you can use those techniques to solve the questions. So let's see if you are using the normal approach, what we tell you. Again, there is a dedicated video on describe image that we have shared. I'll just give you a sample response which can give you a 79 plus score. Okay, you will read it something like this. The bar graph represents the popularity of cultural websites in Scotland for 2013 for percentage of adults and various different categories. There is a clear indication that none of these is the largest categories at around 60% of the population. Similarly, the image also supports library websites, and archive or record websites are extremely low at less than 10% for archive or record website, and library websites at just above 10%. Moreover, it highlights that the museum and gallery websites have only around 20% of the adult population watching them as cultural websites. However, it indicates that arts website and historical and heritage websites is also equally popular with the adults at around 20%. And then you say the final statement, you draw the conclusion or you make a prediction. Finally, the popularity of cultural websites in Scotland in 2013 is mainly comprising of theatre and concert websites, which has the largest percentage. So you say something like that to conclude. The main thing is that you are speaking for more than 30-35 seconds. That is the main criteria. And see, we have talked about a couple of trends. We have tried to draw a conclusion. So everywhere you are using it, you use some phrases. Some places longer phrases, some places shorter, but minimum 5 words. And don't make every sentence only 5-word phrase. Try to say something more in at least 1 to 2 sentences, which will give you marks for extended speaking. Similar to this, the changes were also applied in the retail lecture. Now, this is again a popular type of template or a structure that people try to use in both retail lecture and summarized spoken text. Now, this is still applicable for PT academic because in PT core, the summarized spoken text length is very small, and there you use a different template. I'll show you both of them. Again, the criteria is the same. So we have been telling you from a long time that you have to make your template or the structure in such a way that half is or less than half is the template or the structure and the remaining is coming out of your mouth. So mainly is fluency for describe, image and retail lecture. You have to be fluent. But what I want to tell you is that accuracy is not marked, grammar is not marked. What you are saying just need to be fluent, okay, and clearly understandable. That's it. So the lecture was about, you describe the topic. What did you hear about the topic? Let's say the lecture was about the rocket science and the engines that are used to travel to space. Firstly, he or she talked about, even if you say he or she wrongly, that doesn't matter. Firstly, he talked about how scientists are developing new types of engines to make rockets extra strong. Then he explained this. Again, everywhere you are explaining, you just keep on using phrases. And of course, in the end, you just try to make a conclusion. Okay. Conclusion can be anything what you can summarize using the points that you have noted down and whatever you have written down. Now let's look at the other interesting thing is respond to situation. Okay, now I haven't talked about this topic for a long time. Respond to situation, and core students have been asking me to show some more demonstration of the core topics. So this is the video. I will talk about those topics as well, and I will show you demos as well. So respond to situation is a PT core exam topic. It gives you a situation and it is asking you to respond to it. So you see this template is perfect. How many things? The first line, you have to get the name or the role of the person that you are going to address. Like it could be manager, it could be customer, that kind of role. If the name is given, just use the name. Hey or hi, you have to respond it like that. Key phrase, phrase, 3 to 4 phrases. You have to speak for 40 seconds, as you all know, and this is enough. One sentence is like pre-memorized, and one sentence in the conclusion is also given in that manner. But 4 phrases, if you are speaking in the positions that we have given, don't just speak keywords there, speak phrases. Now I'll show you a demonstration. I will shrink my size, move to the left, and I'll show you this question, which we have obtained from one of the exam questions, and I'll also show you on a third-party website how it is coming up there. So you are going to have a party with your classmates and you prepare barbecue, salad, treat them, but you don't know dietary restrictions. You make a phone call, they don't answer, you leave a message. So you extract the keywords from whatever is given to you. Okay, now I'll show you the question that I've already attempted, and I'll show you the response as well using the same template. Today I wanted to speak to you about that. To begin with this, additionally also, okay, I'll show you the transcript is also said, because we are addressing the friends here. Hi friends, today I wanted to speak to you about. You can match it. It's exactly the same template I've used. Okay, I'll play the audio. Hi friends, today I wanted to speak to you about the barbecue party that we are organizing at home. To begin with, I would like to mention that there are various options available for you to eat, whether barbecue or salad options. Additionally, I think we need to focus on your dietary requirements. Also, it is important to discuss the details regarding the current condition, so I am trying to call you. So we should further talk about why you're not answering the call, so I have to leave a message, and hope you can get back to me with your dietary requirements so we can arrange the food for you. I wish you will consider the situation and looking forward to meet you all. Bye. So most of it were being used from the template. I will wish you will consider the situation, and instead of just allow me to work towards it, I just say I'll see you all later. Okay, so little improvisation, because in the exam you are doing everything dynamically. You're not expected to remember each and every line of the template. Okay, and it will happen to you. if it hasn't happened yet. You may forget some of the words here and there, so you just improvise. What did I focus mainly on? The keywords that I extracted, I made it a phrase. I just imagined that I am in the situation and explained the way I wanted to. Main thing I focused was on fluency, kept my voice going and going and going. Okay, I did take pauses when I was trying to change the topic or talk about something else to show that, okay, I am moving on to the next sentence. So pausing is also a critical part of the fluency. I'm sure you all know that. This was a demonstration. So you saw the score. Everything was close to 90, 88 out of 90 is almost 90. When rounding it up, each of the question, they'll give you a 90 score. And of course, this is a third-party website. So we don't believe they have the exact AI what the Pearson has. Of course, none of the companies have the same AI. We're just trying to mimic what the Pearson exam does. The next topic is summarize written text. I know many of you don't use the templates for it, but because our students and many of the students who have seen our videos do use templates for it, so I just wanted to show you the template if you want to use it. Otherwise, the sentence, conjunction, comma, sentence, combination of two sentences or three sentences with conjunctions in the middle is also working fine. But yeah, as I said, things may change in the future if you want to use the template way approach. This also, you just need to pick up nouns from the passage and just put it over here. No phrases required, just keywords. And that's it. One full stop in the end. And you get 7 out of 7. Now, this question also contributes to your reading score. So why to take any chances to get the 7 score for your writing as well as for your reading? Now, the next template is really important. I've showed you several times. Essay writing, as part of the recent exam changes, some relevance concepts as well have changed in the exam. If you haven't watched my video recently on the essay writing, separate essay writing, dedicated to essay writing, completely, showing you all the ways of writing the essay, you can watch that video. And also about the relevance of the topics that you have to cover in the PTE exam changes in 2025. So what we want to do is, of course, a template should allow you to write many things from your side, such as this template. Okay. And then in that video, it's explained in detail how you have to write it. Now, when you are writing it, the main aim is that you don't make any grammatical mistakes and you stick to the context. Okay. So whatever questions have been asked, whatever areas have been mentioned in the essay topic, make sure you address them all. Don't miss out on any part. That is called relevance, and we have seen people losing scores recently because of not addressing many things. So please read carefully, plan carefully. You have ample number of spaces where you can address each of them separately, maybe one paragraph about one side, other paragraph about the other side, and then summarize it in the end. Now let's see a sample response. Okay, now this is the sample response. Now this time I'll go to our own application, Edutrainex application. I have written the same essay for the same topic that we have in our system and submitted it. You can check it. It's the same essay about the advanced technologies, artificial intelligence, same thing. Basically, I just copied and pasted it, saving time for you. See the evaluation, again 88, and the only place I lost marks is vocabulary. Okay, vocabulary, maybe I didn't include much relevant content, but see the level of evaluation that the AI provides. If there are any grammatical mistakes, it will be highlighted in this area. Wherever it is, you click on it and you will know grammar mistakes. But other than that, there are in total 7 scoring parameters in the essay writing. You need to understand them. Content, very important. Why I lost marks or why I got good marks is all addressed here. Whether you covered this area, whether you expressed your opinion, whether you provided the examples, everything is included here to give you a lot of clarity on what you need to do in the exam. Even if you are trying to write your own essay, this will really be helpful to you. The level of critics that the AI is able to provide you. Okay. So you use the essays like this, you have to address. Now, even in this topic that we used, there were different areas that we wanted to address. One thing was about learning foreign languages required or not, or the second thing was about how easy it is to use to convert languages or vocals into foreign languages. So we have covered every possible things. Okay, the same thing you have to do it in the exam as well. So I'll not go further deep into essay writing because we have a separate video on it. Let's move on to email writing. Again, There are two types of email writing. Again, this is a core topic, PTE core exam topic. Two types of emails, informal and formal, not much difference in those, just a little bit of style in writing. Informal, you can say dear, and the informal, you can say hey or hello, hi, anything like that. Now, if you see, I'm writing this email to mention that. This changes a little bit in the informal. Hope you are well. How is everything? Like you call a friend and ask. But over here, it looks like more like an official email. So let's examine this more. I'm writing this email to mention you that the topic phrase of the email, the topic will be given to you in the question. Why are you writing this email? Initially, we should consider the relevance of, and then there will be three main points given to you. You have to address each of the three main points in these three phrases, and then you summarize write your name, you end the email. Okay, in total, you have to write 100 words, minimum 100 words. Okay, now if you see this template will give you write 30-40 words from itself, and remaining 60 words you still need to write in terms of four phrases that we have given to you. The name and your name has been given to you. Some people also write their phone number or their city name as well. Okay, just to increase the word count. You can do that if you're really short of a few words. Okay, but don't write the full address just to fulfill the word count criteria. Now let's examine the informal one again. Hope you are doing well. How is everything? I'm writing this email to mention that. Again, similar style. Also, we should definitely talk about first important thing, second important thing, third important thing. Okay, you don't need to note down or take screenshot. I will attach the whole slides download link at the bottom of the description. When you scroll down the video, you will see the link to download. You can download all the templates for yourself. Okay, you don't need to worry about it now. And then in the end, you just say regards and write your name. So again, you have to cover the three things that are given to you. Now again, another question, I have already done it for you. Again, an exam question, again from a third-party website, because we don't want you to think that on our application we are able to manipulate the scores, or the third-party applications we are not able to manipulate. So let's do some things on the third party. Okay. So another practice question, I have already done the thing. This one was an informal email. The question is right over here. Write an email to your neighbor who has just moved in and ask her to address some issues. The email should have at least 100 words. The issue mentioned in the email should include the following three words or three themes: noise, parking, and garbage. So basically, someone in the neighbor has moved in, and because of that you are having a couple of issues: noise, parking, garbage. Now you need to expand these words into phrases. In this particular template that I just showed you as part of informal template, I'm writing this email to mention that. Then you have to tell your intention. Why am I writing this email? To talk about certain issues that being caused since you moved in, something like that. I'll show you the whole thing. Also, we should definitely talk about, then you talk about noise, parking, garbage, and then finally summarize the email. So let's see what I have written. Okay, as you can see, hey neighbor. Okay, because it's an informal email, we don't want to do it very casually. Hope you are well. How is everything? I am writing this email to mention that there has been some issues since you moved in, and I would like you to address them. Exactly the same thing that was mentioned in the question, and I just paraphrased it in my own way. Okay, next part of the template, same template that I showed you. Also, we should definitely talk about the noise that is coming from your home, which is disturbing our sleep. And we must not neglect the importance of parking issues, since you are also parking in my space. I just made this part up. You're parking in my space. Lastly, we need to discuss that the garbage you are trying to throw is not being put in the bin properly, and it's causing health issues. Maybe it's throwing outside and the flies are coming in, or insects are coming in. So you just wanted to highlight that. Hoping to see you soon. Regards, and then just write your name. As I said, you need to fulfill the word count criteria. If for some reason you are just short of few words, write your number, write your city over here to include or increase the word count, but try to fill in this space. Now let's go back to the question. You already saw the score. It's 15 out of 15 with the same template, exactly the same template. What I am showing you is the same answer. This part is the same, and only this part is what I have written on your own. in order to save time, I already did it for you. I have attempted the questions and still showing you on different applications. End of the day, everything has to work together, right? Now, the last question that we want to talk about is summarize spoken text. Now, again, we made a dedicated video for summarize spoken text. You already might have seen that. Many of you have liked it and you have used it. There was a comment from someone on about summarize written text or summarize spoken text. Whatever template we provided was absolute cracker, and he was able to smash the writing exam and the listening exam using those templates. So, templates or structure, whatever you want to call it, this is barely a template now. Okay, only firstly he talked about 4 words and then you are writing the rest of the phrase on your own. So basically you are writing more than what is part of the template. And if you look, later, again 1, 2, 3 words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5 words maximum. Finally, he suggested crucial information about that. Okay, so a lot of opportunity is given to you to write something. Don't waste that opportunity. What people do is just waste that opportunity. They just write short words, 2, 3 words, or very small phrases. Okay, Tom kicks ball, 3 words. It is a sentence, but it's not considered a good amount of phrase in terms of the exam. Okay, you have to expand it. So the speaker provided an explanation related to how Tom kicked the ball and it flew away to the goal. Explain it. So, and when you write the phrases, I have demonstrated that in the video. This is a PT Academic template, by the way. I'll show you the PT Core template as well. I'll show you a full example. And in that video, we have demonstrated equally well how this core and everything you get if you know what kind of phrases you write. Again, subject verb object concept helps a lot in this. So you see the full-fledged example. Speaker provided an explanation related to how academic writing and quality of writing are important. This was picked up from the first part. And then we just put how journals, history are related. Subject verb, keyword, explain resources, how we, subject, require evidence, subject verb object to do what? To make logic. Later he also puzzles require attention and connection. Subject verb object. That human life needs, human life is subject with combination of adjective, needs happiness in theory. And then how exercise subject leads to with the helping preposition health benefits. Benefits is the noun, health is the adjective. Everything coming down to the basics of grammar. Don't ignore the grammar. If you learn the basics of the grammar, how to combine the subject verb object using prepositions, articles, then there is nothing more you need to learn about the cracking the exam. 79%, 79 plus scores in writing guaranteed. Just don't screw up the writing and then address the question that is being asked from you. Be confident. Let's look at another variation of summarized spoken text, which is for core you have a very small word count, only 20 to 30 words. So hardly 2 phrases you can write what is relevant, or maybe you can, if you are ambitious, you can try to write 3 phrases, but mostly within 3 sentences your answer will be finished, because every sentence, if you take an average of 10 words, 30 words is the maximum you can write. Okay, so you may choose to ignore this sentence and just try to compile your answer in the 3 sentences. Okay, very short word count, but be specific. The main idea, the main phrase you specify clearly, conclusion also you specify clearly. In between you can add some fillers, 1-2 keywords, that's fine. Okay, people have been getting nice scores, perfect scores using these things, but stick to the basics. Don't make the mistakes when you are writing the phrases. Don't blame the templates. Check yourself whether am I capable of writing the relevant things and not making any grammatical mistakes. That is the key here. Okay, so as promised, all templates in one video. We have put it together for you. You can download it as I promised. Link is there in the description, as well as for whatever videos you want to explore in deep, their links are also in the description. So you can still use the templates and the structures to get a perfect 90 in the exam. Students are getting it. Our students, viewers, everyone is getting it. If you are looking for the latest exam questions that we showed you, wherever we used it from, all compiled together in one file. If you join as YouTube Priority member, you click on join button using a laptop on our channel. Once you join, you will be able to access them from the post section as well as spelling list. as well as member exclusive videos, being a priority member. And if you're looking for paid assistance, you know what to do. Just WhatsApp us, speak to us, give your requirements. We'll help you. We'll provide you unlimited coaching at one cost. In the meantime, if you haven't watched the PTE Reading 30-day study plan, please go and watch it now. It's a very, very important video for your planning and your preparation of reading module. Keep watching Edutrainex, and I'll soon be back with another interesting video on PTE topics. See you soon.